Mini-max. Well, mini-max is an offering where we have a minimum number of shares and a maximum number of shares we're going to offer. So I say maybe the minimum is 10 million, the maximum is 11.5, right? So that would be a mini-max deal. Maybe when I'm teaching a class, I say the minimum is going to be 20 students, the maximum is 35. So mini-max means we're saying we're going to raise minimum number of shares. By the way, that would require an escrow account because we don't meet the minimum. It's a no-go. We refund everybody's money and say, never mind, max. Best efforts is a type of deal where we're acting as an agent to the issuer. So the two types of deals are what we call firm commitment and best efforts. In a firm commitment underwriting, the syndicate is acting as a dealer principal. What I mean by that is you're actually not buying the stock from the issuer. So Facebook, for example, was a firm commitment underwriting. And the syndicate had told Zuckerberg, Facebook, the issuer, they're going to get $38 a share firm commitment. And in this case, IPO stands for it's probably overpriced. And it was sticky. We had a hard time getting rid of it. And so Morgan Stanley was stabilizing it. And they, the syndicate ended up losing a couple $100 million. And, they said to Zuckerberg, are you concerned about this? He goes, absolutely not. The way I understand it, that's the syndicate stock at 38. And what they do with it is their business. That's a dealer principal kind of transaction. In best efforts, my broker dealer is acting as an agent to the issuer. So, at Gamma Global, that was my firm. I only did best efforts deals, only kind of deal we did. And we had a best efforts deal for $5 million. And so there's an escrow account, Luciano, and there's $4.7 million in it. I'm not, making this up. I felt like kissing this guy. This guy's name is Gary. And he says, Dean, what do you need to make this best efforts deal effective? I said, well, we need 5. We got 4.7 in the escrow account. He says, Dean, I'm thinking about $300,000. I go, wow, that would be wonderful. He said, do you think I should invest? And here we go with the test question. This is called disclosure of capacity. I say, before I answer your question, Gary, my broker dealer is acting as an agent to the issuer. It's not a dealer principal capacity. I mean, you're not buying the investment from my broker dealer. If it was firm commitment, you would be actually buying this from the syndicate. But I'm not your agent. My broker dealer is an agent of the issuer. So I'm going to answer your question. But before I do, if you want an independent recommendation, maybe you should talk to your attorney or your accountant. Now that I've disclosed that my firm is an agent of the issuer, damn, yeah, I think you should invest $300,000. So we can, get underway, right? And he invested $300,000. Now the deal is effective. The term is effective, right? So I hope that was helpful.